Hope is a four-letter word. It's right there in front of you, Hope. But when I say hope is a four-letter word, I do not mean it is a piece of language consisting of four separate parts. I mean that it is vile, vulgar, and dangerous. You see, hope comes with expectations. And if my life has taught me anything, it's that nothing that I expect will happen will. It has been beaten into me time after time, moment after moment, year after year, that hope leads to nothing but heartache. The first time that I started to realize that hope was a curse word was the 12th grade. You see, I had spent 3 years in the theater program at my high school, working to become better than I was the year before. And my senior year was my time to shine. And then my grandmother passed away, and I couldn't compete in the competition I had spent years preparing for. And then I got sick and missed 2 weeks of school and almost got kicked out. And by the time that the spring musical rolled around, despite everyone and their mother quite literally telling me that I was a shoe in to play the beast, I knew they were wrong because everything I had hoped for that year had evaporated into thin air before me. Of course, I was right, and of course, I did not get the beast. And so started my cynicism with the word hope. I would not hope for things because anything I hoped for would not come to pass. And I spent my life like this in this cycle of not hoping, of not wishing, of not dreaming of what could be. And then in the most unlikely of places, I met her. And she smiled into my eyes in a way that said, "You matter." And she spoke to me in a way that said, "You're important to me." And she held me in a way that said, "I love you." And I told her about hope. I told her about the cruel twists of fate that always followed. I told her everything. And I told her that for the first time in 15 years, hope started to feel like a good thing. And that was my first mistake. I let my guard down and I let that seed of hope grow. I let it grow its roots deep into my soul, deep enough so that when it was ripped from my chest, I would never forget the lesson. In time, this gaping wound will heal. It will fill in with tempered expectations and an abundance of caution, but there will always be those little gaps where the roots took hold that are too small to be filled, and they will linger and they will stay. And anytime hope comes to visit, they will burn. And I will remember that hope is a four-letter word.